And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Foul ball there.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 0-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away on the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch, and he just misses. Ripped, but it curls foul. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Chisholm, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. Back over to first, and he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. Got him. And Judge is down on strikes. Here's Cody Bellinger. On the corner for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. The Yanks leave one. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. And now, Francisco Lindor. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Gone! And this place is rocking. And the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swinging a foul straight back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Dominguez has a beat on it. 2 away now. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one misses. The count now 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped on a line. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Top of the second,
Leading off
digging
for the
in,
Yankees,
Giancarlo
the designated
Stanton.
hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton, a powerful designated hitter, 35 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Senga back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Bird. Electric stuff from the jump, and there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. The one thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Austin Wells now at the plate. That's in for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone, and that is bad until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1-2.
Next offering is outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Here's Jesse Winker. Outside low, ball one. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a pitch. There's a strike. That's outside. 1-2 to count. 2 out, space is empty. And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Off the plate inside, full count, 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. He's in there. Taylor at second with 2 down. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 1-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that one hammered. That's back. And it's gone. A gigantic blast. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
2 outs, nobody on. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Just misses, and it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Robert to right field, way back, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it, hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
Senga ready to fire now.
1-2.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now, Oswaldo Cabrera. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Volpe batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And it's fouled away. Stays alive. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Down and over go the Yankees. They trail it here 4-0. Back in the Bronx, stepping in, Juan Soto.
The right fielder.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him,
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. A solo shot. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Fouled off left side. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Just outside. And a count 1-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
He goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before
Now
looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Marcus Stroman.
And
Now
with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
One down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Stroman, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. chopper right side. And there's two away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger coming on, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Just missed.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Got him! And that's 9 in a row.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Judge stands in.
This right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Bellinger, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go. Bottom 4. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and you know, before that game,
dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second, and he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a man aboard, Francisco Alvarez, up now for the Mets. Late swing fouled off.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Jeff McNeil stands in. He's already homered in this game.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 outs. And there's a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That's the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now up is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings and misses. 0-2. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that is out of play.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Goldie steps into the box. Struck out swinging his first time. Goldie, a former MVP, 37 years young. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Right through there for a strike. And the sweeper misses.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Juan Soto. Stroman back to work. Swings and misses. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball 1.
2 strike.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's a little bit low.
2-2.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading up for the Mets.
So a man at first. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting
Now
chart. Just
batting,
doesn't have
the
much
first
success
baseman,
in that part of the strike zone.
Alonso.
And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Alonso at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone, right?
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And it's a K for the Stro Show. So digging in,
Now
Brandon
batting,
Nimmo.
the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Just missed.
1-0. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The Mets up big in this one. Last half of the inning. That's the third out. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Jason Dominguez. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
Ball one there.
That's a ball.
Just missed. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swung on, belted. That one back. And gone. He made him pay for that one. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This to third. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
There's a line drive to left field. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Volpe at first, one gone. Hit on the ground, might be two. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're the top half of the sixth. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Bellinger in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 7-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. There's the strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Cousins up and throwing. Leiter also getting ready. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 8-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 down. On the ground to third, and it kicks off the base.
Now batting, catcher Francisco.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside. Taylor aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground right side. 4, 6.
He's out.
3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 down, base is empty. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He swings and fouls one off. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. That ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kodai Senga will depart. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound,
Number
Sean Reed
71.
Foley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon in big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Wells now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And delivers outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Yanks held in check. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Lindor swings through that one.
No ball, one strike.
The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs.
Right
And I tell you what, that's having a
ball.
feel for what you can beat a hitter with.
No,
and
no.
clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he
Now
punches
batting,
out the first
third
2
baseman,
batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work.
Jugando.
Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Vientos
1 ball, no
stands
strike.
in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Now
Ball
1
2.
missed.
2-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. In the dirt and a full count now. Draws the walk there.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some
Now
really
batting,
close
first
pitches,
baseman,
and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his
Alonso.
shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Alonso at the plate with 2 away.
No ball,
Swings through
1
that
strike.
one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
No balls, 2 strikes.
To third, Cabrera. That is the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 8 and the Yankees 1. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Reed Foley back to work. Reed Foley in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2014. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs
Now batting,
looking
the third
in the
baseman,
0-2 count
Oswaldo
just to pour it back.
Cabrera.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it. Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sean Reed Foley is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Here comes
the Mets,
A.J. Minter to the mound.
Number 33.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
A.J. Minter.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Strike two. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the eighth. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. One strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. And that's in the dirt. Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One up, one down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Outside low, 1-0. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
One ball. One strike.
Hit in the air left field. Dominguez drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
That
That's
misses the zone. 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 ball. One strike.
And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. In there for strike one. Taylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 hit is all they... We go to the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he pumps it a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Taylor makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. But the pitcher's his friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And Judge takes a strike.
Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
1 down, base is empty. That clips the zone, and that's strike 2. And ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
In the air, left field. Nimmo moving under it. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
So last chance for the Yankees. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that's in there at the knees. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. The Yanks down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped up. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.